Love to you and your loved ones. Very important video. I'm sure many of you care and worry about money. And if you think about it, you're probably worried about America's financial future and the financial future of the world because it's all interconnected. First, let me give you the facts. Okay, 2008, we had the bailouts, which already meant that the American banks already failed. But they just got bailed out, which just means they're just delaying the financial collapse. Okay, now something very interesting that I found out, which is very hard to find because it's suppressed, is the yuan is going to become reserve currency. China's money is going to be reserve currency October 1st, which is around the corner. And the crazy thing is that the only reason I started looking into this is because my higher sources told me like 8 or 9 months ago that there's going to be financial problems starting September of 2016. And I looked into it. They're not saying that there's going to be, all hell's going to break loose September or October when the reserve currency, the China becomes reserve currency. But they're just saying that's the beginning of it, and maybe it'll get bad. Like we won't start really seeing the sour fruits of that maybe 5 months later, or so who knows. But so I'm not saying that by October we're all gonna be in hell and like living in Armageddon, but it's gonna be the beginning. So if you want to do stuff, you should start doing it now, because who knows how the rates will change, and stuff like that. Um, if you're gonna buy gold or silvers, etc. Okay, so back to reserve currency real quick. So I started looking into it, and then an expert said, if China's yuan becomes reserve currency, it's going to really hurt the dollar. And then I started looking into that again recently, wondering, oh, I wonder what's up with that. And then sure enough, the IMF, which okays, who's reserve currency and who isn't, they okayed it already in October of 2015, and lo and behold, it's going to go into effect this October 1st. And yes, the Chinese yuan is only going to be 10% reserve currency, while the euro and the dollar is going to be about 70, I think. 70% of the pie. But still, it's going to really affect the dollar still. And let's not forget, China owns our debt. That is why they have more power. There's also an organization called BRICS, or at least, it's Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. I don't know about organization, but a clique. And they're basically taking down the Fed. They're taking down the dollar. The Fed has been screwing people over for so long. The whole world is tired of it. And in fact, Russia and Saudi Arabia, I just saw some articles, I don't know, like a month ago, where they're saying that they're not buying oil in US dollars anymore, which is how they had to do it. Oh yeah, and back to reserve currency, just to explain to you what it is, if you don't know what it means, is, okay, so 70% of the time, um, with the reserve currency pie, 70% of all of the transactions of international trade has to be in euros or dollars. So if you are like Iran trying to buy anything from Iraq, even in the Middle East, you have to first trade your money into dollars or euros mainly, and then buy, whatever, buy anything, plastic or toilet paper, anything, if you're getting it from across borders, international. So that's how euro and the dollar got, one of the main reasons been holding power, and they have been getting rich off of this. It's a scam, basically. And what else? Jacob Rothschild, and you would assume people like him would know what's going on for real. I just saw an article where he's ditching the dollar and buying gold instead, so that's a sign. Um, Even like Tom Cruise, I hear is selling everything, and there was like a YouTube video. What does he know, you know? And I'm sure there's many other uh, examples of this. Rich people, powerful people, you gotta see what they're doing, you know, as far as because they know economics, they know what's coming. Um, oh, and then just today, I just saw that Hungary is banning Rothschild banks in Europe, so that's huge. As you see, there's a trend here. Um, so yeah, and all of this, thank goodness to my higher sources, they, you know, they gave me this a while back, and so I started looking into it because you know I'm not into economics or stuff like that, but they brought it to my attention, and now I realized it's an issue and it's going down, you know. What else? What else? Oh, and Ron Paul, um, which relatively you could trust, right? He made a video, really good video. I'll try to post it here down below in the comments. And you know, I don't totally agree or care to do everything he says, but it's lots of good stuff about you take 10% of your savings and buy gold or silver, and to learn how to grow uh, plants, you know, like vegetables and whatever, and etc. etc. Anyway, I'll put it in the comments below. And even before that, my higher sources already told me to buy gold or silver. But then I found out that maybe gold isn't necessarily the best bet because I heard that there's a lot more gold hidden underground, um, you know, by rich, powerful people. And so who knows, anytime they can bring all that gold into circulation and then it'll bring the gold down again. But so that's and so I already bought silver. I just haven't. I have to mail in the check tomorrow, but I already bought it over the internet. And the safest thing to buy is, well, if you want gold, it's fine too. But gold, buy silver or gold rounds. They're the official bullion coins. Bullion coins. There's the American Eagle and Canadian Maple. Those are probably the two most popular and known. And you know you want to go with something very official that everyone recognizes. Otherwise, they might be like, "Nah, I don't trust this," and not want to buy your gold or silver back. I bought Canadian Maple because it was a little cheaper. Still widely recognized though. Uh, what else? Yeah, I guess that's about it. And so just get and don't get scared, get prepared. And in fact, if you're prepared, you won't be scared. Um, Ron Paul gets into it, but just in case you don't do it, I mean, just, you know, have some extra food, have some extra water, especially, um, you know, on and on. But just, just plan, you know, and that's something we're supposed to do for earthquakes anyway. I live in LA, so. All right, y'all. Love to you and your loved ones.